couldn't have imagined that there were other people like me, which I think is a very common experience, that feeling of like I'm the only one, and not even knowing what to do if you meet other people like you, like that heartbreak or like that pain that suddenly someone else sees you is just too much. So
I had to lie. I had to learn how to lie. And I think that that's a really interesting motif in South Asian culture, because it's something that we all do, and we're all filled with so much shame.
I never had the luxury to come out because everyone already said I was a faggot before I articulated that. Because my body betrayed me, that meant I did not want to see any video recordings of myself. That meant I did not want any voice recordings of myself. That meant
I had to come out like 3 times. Like I came out as like, that I'm gay, and then I came out as like a gender queer person, and then I came out as drag.
What's scary about naming it is then you're really saying it. You're like, this is part of who I am. For me to name means I'm giving it space.
The varied and multiplicitous quality of transness is something that accommodates a lot of psyches. I thought that was an amazing thing. After the sort of rigidity of the kinds of queerness that I grew up with, it was so liberating to be in this kind of multicolored world of possibilities. Felt like suddenly I was on another planet where I belonged.
And all of this, like this whole community has existed way long before us and will continue to exist like after us. Where the fuck was this when I was growing up? Like, where was this? Why didn't I have it?
Honey, remember this thing. Life went on before you cyber age queens. So we paved your way to walk onto the cyber age.
It was never really about a repressed desire that was there. It was more about my actual embodiment being policed into aligning.
I existed in this very South Asian male cis-driven community. I was told that, we'll do your hair and you can do all that, but tomorrow we are all going to Tahoe and you can't be dressing up like that.
My whole life, it's sort of been experiences of rejection in different ways. Being rejected for being queer, but then whether it be in a Caribbean community, I'm rejected because of my queerness, but also my coliness, my brownness, my South Asianness, my Indianness. I recognize we're different, but also trying to navigate where are there strict borders and where are there not strict borders.
Being trans is not a question of reinventing yourself necessarily. If you can see that all the things that were causing all the misreadings in the past, there was something to that dissonance. It was like static that suddenly becomes a tone.
I'm not afraid of my idiosyncrasies. I'm not afraid of my contradictions because I've never felt safe. I don't know what safety feels like. And that's it's a pretty bold move to be like this, I know.
So much of the surveillance of trans people is that we have to be known, because if we're not known, we're a threat. And that's a transphobic framework. Like, we deserve to be unknowable, and we deserve to be complicated, like thorny and chewy.
There's so much power in creating.
For so long, I wanted there to be this community, even within this niche group, like a lot of inter-community problems where these patterns of privilege outside of these axes are like presenting themselves.
Regardless of how we've been treated by our communities, we will never allow our stories to be used to advance Islamophobia.
Drawing and creating worlds through drawing is almost like analogous or a parallel strategy to creating your own world as a trans person.
Wait, there's like a political project that is invested in disappearing people like me, so I'm going to respond with a vehemence of the opposite.